Good morning, everyone. Apologies for the rerouting. Dear Acting Permanent Secretary of the Deputy Ministry of Shipping, Mr. Demetris, dear Director General of the Shipping Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Iossifidis, President of the Nautical Institute Cyprus branch, Captain Trevor Bailey, distinguished guests, honorable representatives of the shipping and maritime community, dear colleagues, partners, innovators, and friends. It is a privilege to address you today at the 7th CYPRUS Shipping ICT Conference here in Limassol, a city whose identity, economy, and international outlook have always been shaped by the sea. Every day across the world, thousands of vessels across the oceans are carrying energy, food, medicine, technology, raw material, and essentially opportunity. Somewhere at sea, a captain is making a decision. A crew is managing risk. A port is preparing for arrival. A shipping company is coordinating routes, documents, fuel, cargo, compliance, emissions, customers, and cost. And increasingly, behind all of this is one thing: data. Data from engineers, data from sensors, data from satellites, data from ports, data from weather systems, logistic networks, data from regulation, customers, data from the vessel itself. And the new reality of shipping is that it does not remain the same. The sea remains the same, but the operating environment around the sea is changing profoundly. For Cyprus, this matters deeply. Shipping is not merely an industry. It is a national pillar. It is a strategic advantage. It is a source of employment, competitiveness, resilience, and international credibility. It connects our island to the global trade, strengthens our position as a European maritime center, and contributes significantly to our national economy. But shipping is much more than national GDP. Shipping is the invisible infrastructure of modern life. It moves energy, it moves food, it moves medicine, technology, opportunity. Every vessel, every port, every crew member, every route, every logistics decision is part of a global system that allows economies to function and societies to prosper. And for Cyprus, this very industry carries something even deeper. It carries our flag, our reputation, our trust, and ambition. Cyprus Shipping supports thousands of professionals ashore, tens of thousands of seafarers at sea, and a sophisticated ecosystem of ship owners, ship managers, charters, maritime service providers, and many others, classified societies and innovators. This is not only an economic footprint. It is a community. It is an international network. It is a national asset. It is one of the clearest expressions of Cyprus's ability to operate globally with professionalism, trust, and excellence. And at the heart of this ecosystem stands the Cyprus Shipping Chamber, one of the most important institutional voices of our community. Since its establishment in 1989, with the 7 founding members, the Chamber has grown into a powerful platform representing approximately more than 200 ship-owning, ship management, chartering, and ship-related companies based in Cyprus and abroad. Through its members and the wider shipping sector, Cyprus Shipping collectively supports more than 9,000 people ashore, more than 55,000 seafarers of various nationalities on board vessels across the globe. I would also like to recognize the important role of the Cyprus Shipping News. Dear Adonis Violaris, thank you for inviting us here. Every strong industry needs a strong voice. It needs visibility, it needs knowledge sharing, it needs trusted platforms that connect people, ideas, risk, and opportunities. Cyprus Shipping News has become such a platform for our maritime community, informing, connecting, amplifying the voice of the shipping community, just locally, internationally, globally. This is a conference as a powerful example, as that is the mission. It brings together shipping, technology, cybersecurity, satellite communications, artificial intelligence, and various other elements that are very practical for all the engagement matters. This is not just a passive discussion. This is a time for readiness, it's a time for foresight, a time for execution. I'd also like to acknowledge the new Permanent Secretary of the Deputy Minister of Shipping, whom I've recently had the opportunity to meet. The shipping Deputy Ministry has continued to advance a clear agenda, strengthening the Cyprus Ship Registry, enhancing competitiveness, promoting sustainable shipping, deepening international cooperation, supporting maritime educational skills, ensuring that Cyprus remains a trusted, high-quality maritime jurisdiction. Lately, we've also seen progress on the digital transformation agenda on the ministry side. The progress is real. It's visible. The Cyprus Ship Registry continues to grow. Its international maritime presence continues to strengthen, and the focus on sustainability, quality, and competitiveness is smarter and sharper than ever. The cruise activity has gained momentum, international partnerships have expanded, and Cyprus continues to project itself as a serious, reliable, forward-looking maritime state. There are signals of a maritime nation that understand a simple truth, that the future will not reward those who wait, but those who act. And the future is now being reshaped by one of these most active disruptive forces. They call it artificial intelligence. AI is not simply another digital tool. It is not a marginal improvement to existing systems. It is not a fashionable layer added to legacy processes. It is, ladies and gentlemen, a structural force. It is something that will change how shipping companies operate, how authorities supervise, how ports coordinate, how vessels are maintained, how our missions are tracked, how risks are detected, how compliance is managed, how customers are served, and how these strategic decisions are made. Ladies and gentlemen, as an AI expert myself, I can tell you that in the near future we'll be seeing all of this not in a command control center, but even in a mobile dashboard itself. For generations, shipping has mastered complexity. Complex routes, complex regulations, complex fleets, cargo flows, documentation, and complex risks. But today, complexity is no longer linear. Complexity is actually accelerating. Regulatory requirements are expanding. Cyber threats are becoming more sophisticated than ever. Environmental expectations are running and increasing. Customer demands speed, transparency, and trust. Ports must coordinate more data, more assets, more pressure, and more challenging requirements. Vessels are no longer vessels, they are physical assets. They embark on what we call phygital, a combination of physical and digital coming together. They are connected, manufacturing engines and premium eras of data engineering platforms that are operating across global platforms in real time. This is exactly where AI becomes transformational. Imagine regulatory compliance no longer as a burden of paperwork, duplication and manual reconciliation no longer as an administration overhead. Imagine the opportunity that actually can come with intelligent systems. A future where shipping companies can meet safely ESG emissions, reporting obligations, documentation, all of which they can actually handle with greater ease and communication. Imagine being able to live in a future where authorities receive better quality data, companies reduce administrative friction, and compliance becomes not merely a cost of doing business, but a foundation of trust. Imagine predictive maintenance that allows every vessel to speak through data. Engines, sensors, fuel systems, weather conditions, vibration patterns, equipment performance, all continuously analyzed as companies can detect risk before failure. They can schedule interventions before disruption, reduce downtime, protect crews and other assets that are critical for the business. Imagine a world where digital twins of ports, marinas, fleets, and logistics and networks exist. I see Mr. Skourides here, who's actually showing me a digital twin a few weeks ago that was actually created by the team. And I can only think about how more inspiring things we are going to be looking into the future. Imagine ESG not as an unusual reporting exercise, but as an operating principle, a discipline that, when embedded into everyday decisions, can change every voyage, every route, every port call, every fuel decision, every procurement choice, and every calculation. Imagine logistics and operations that are no longer reactive, but intelligent. An intelligent flow that looks at cargo flows, fleet planning, crew scheduling, voyage optimization, port conditions, customer documentation, and everything else. AI can bring all of these connected environments through systems that can predict, recommend, optimize, and adapt. This is not incremental improvement. This is transformational value. For the shipping companies here, it no longer means just lowering cost of operation. It no longer means optimizing your assets. It also means providing a much better, a safer, a more sustainable future. For society, it means more reliable supply chains, safer seas, stronger economic resilience, and better services. For the environment, it means lower emissions, smart routing, cleaner operations, and a more responsible maritime future. For authorities, it means more reliable oversight, smarter regulation, higher transparency, and trusted data. And this is why today, a conference like this, where the theme is all about intelligent skies, secure seas, captures the new reality of shipping. When satellite communications, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, autonomous systems, and digital infrastructures are no longer just theories. They are separate conversations that all come into one. They're converging into a strategic question. How do we build a maritime sector that is more intelligent, more secure, more sustainable, and more competitive? And this is why today's format of the conference is so important. A cyber attack simulation on a vessel at sea is no longer just a theoretical exercise. It is a rehearsal for pressure companies may face. A mock trial on autonomous technology is not just performance. It is a trial to simulate balance. It is a serious examination of responsibility, liability, ethics, and trust. A rapid-fire debate on satellite communications is not just a marketing discussion. It is a necessary separation of hype from operational reality, because this future will not just test us. It will actually help us find the answer through simulations. It will test us through incidents, through decisions, through disruptions, through regulation, through customers, through cyber risk, through environmental pressure, through speed at which others move. So today, it's more than just discussing about AI. It's about looking at and stress testing the assumptions that make this new economy, this new paradigm, move forward. As government, we recognize that the shipping and maritime industry is strategic for Cyprus, strategic for our economy, strategic for our identity, strategic for competitiveness, strategic for our sustainability agenda, strategic for the future of a smart, outward-looking, innovation-driven agenda. This is where I'd like to actually wish all of you a great conference, great exchanging ideas, and for artificial intelligence, we look forward to hearing all about your future challenges and your future concepts that you want to build, and happy to be here with you. Thank you.